Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're kicking off an awesome new series where we explore America's national monuments, the hidden gems that tell the real story of the United States. And what better place to start than with Devil's Tower National Monument, one of the most mysterious and jaw-dropping landmarks in the entire country. America's first national monument. If you've ever seen this thing in person, you know it doesn't even look real. A massive rock formation rising 1,267 feet, 386 meters, above the Belfourche River, and features the world's largest example of columnar jointing. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. And actually, it was in a movie. But we'll get to that. So grab your hiking boots and some curiosity, because today we're uncovering the secrets, legends, and mind-blowing facts about Devil's Tower that most people have never heard before. First things first, what exactly is Devil's Tower? It's located in northeastern Wyoming, and it's not a mountain. It's actually an igneous rock formation, meaning it was created from molten magma deep underground that cooled and hardened. But here's where it gets weird. No one can say for sure how it formed. Some scientists think it was the core of an ancient volcano that eroded away. Others believe it's a laccolith, magma that pushed up but never erupted. Either way, those tall, perfect hexagonal columns that make up the tower, they're some of the largest natural columns in the world. But even though scientists have their theories, the truth is, the exact origin of Devil's Tower is still a mystery. And that's part of what makes it so fascinating. Long before it became a tourist site, Devil's Tower was sacred land to many Native American tribes. Historically, many tribes of the Great Plains and Black Hills regions had connections with the area around Devil's Tower. Today, there are over 24 tribes associated with the tower site. Here's just a few indigenous people of the region today and who they are, and in no specific order. In their legends, the tower wasn't formed by lava, it was formed by a miracle. One of the most famous stories tells of 7 little girls being chased by a giant bear. The girls prayed to the Great Spirit to save them, and the ground beneath them rose into the sky, lifting them out of reach. The bear clawed at the sides of the rock, leaving the deep grooves we still see today. Those claw marks, the vertical cracks in the rock, are actually real geological columns, but it's incredible how closely the legend matches the physical shape. The tribes call the monument things like Bear Lodge or Bear's House, which is why some people think Devil's Tower was a mistranslation. When early explorers asked the local people the name, someone translated it as Bad God's Tower, and the name stuck. Native American tribes were gradually removed as white explorers and settlers arrived in the area. But fast forward into present day, many tribes still use the park for traditional ceremonies. The US government, along with General Custer, claimed that there was gold in the Black Hills. Along with Colonel Richard Irving Dodge, he described the tower as one of the most remarkable peaks in this or any country. Now, here's a historic fact that most people don't know. Devil's Tower was the very first U.S. national monument, designated by President Theodore Roosevelt on September 24, 1906. But it wasn't all possible if it weren't for a man named Newell Joyner, a lead custodian, who wanted to make the park accessible to everyone to enjoy. That was the same year the Antiquities Act passed, the law that lets presidents protect natural and cultural landmarks. So when you visit Devil's Tower, you're not just seeing an awesome rock, you're standing at the birthplace of America's national monument system. And guess what? Over 400,000 people visit Devil's Tower every year, but compared to Yellowstone or the Grand Canyon, that's still a fraction of the crowds, which makes it a perfect spot for travelers who love quiet, scenic destinations. If you're into adventure, you'll love this part. Devil's Tower is one of the most famous climbing destinations in the world. The first known climb to the top was in 1893, when two local ranchers, Willard Ripley and William Rogers, built a wooden ladder up one of the cracks. And you can still see pieces of that ladder today. Now climbers from all over the world come to test themselves on the tower's steep vertical columns. But here's something not everyone knows. Out of respect for the Native American tribes, June is a voluntary climbing closure month. That's when ceremonies take place around the monument, and climbers step back to honor the sacred traditions tied to the tower. You might also recognize Devil's Tower from the big screen. It played a major role in the 1977 movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's the one where it's used as the landing site for UFOs. After the movie came out, visitation to the park skyrocketed, and even today, you'll find tourists showing up just to recreate that iconic scene with mashed potatoes. But that's not all. UFO sightings around the area have actually increased since the movie's release, with many locals sharing mysterious lights and strange sound stories. Whether you believe in aliens or not, Devil's Tower has earned a reputation as one of the most mysterious spots in America. Here are some fun facts most visitors never hear. Devil's Tower rises 867 feet from its base and 5,112 feet above sea level. The columns are so geometrically perfect that NASA once studied the formation patterns. The rock actually rings like a bell when struck because of the way it's formed. Every night, the area becomes one of the best stargazing spots in the US, with almost zero light pollution. And get this, there's a secret tradition among locals and rangers. When you reach the base at sunrise, the tower glows golden for just a few minutes, creating a surreal, almost spiritual experience. So whether you're into geology, Native American culture, UFO mysteries, or just breathtaking landscapes, Devil's Tower has something for everyone. If you ever make it out to Wyoming, make sure to stop here and experience this natural wonder up close. And that's just the beginning of our new series. Next time, we're exploring another hidden monument that tells a whole new chapter of America's story. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below about where you think we should go next. Until then, keep exploring, because the best stories are the ones you find off the beaten path.